You know right, assassin me. Airport and my Moja Nanu Shegu Edigu on my
Memo bibia akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Say ensem esi na nkrofo bebre erefi. Now, asem na esi no mekai mo na yakọ story aba eso because it's quite interesting. Muni amoka yembra yechi Oliver Baka vomewo etu mu no. Oba abonten be ka say onu susu say police for a plan say womo ebeku no because cell ashaman cell na yede no ekoko tubo no yede later yede abrantie bi bae abrante na yede ne bae no na senia wo hwe Oliver Baka ne nsensem no image no bi katre Oliver Baka say ana Oliver Baka na nka sampo na kan say Charlie osusu say abrantie yede na ba say wo bedi ne bone. Na later emsa abrantie no ye ma wo the bread buy. Later no mo image no ehun say bread na abrantie no wokita no na sekan den ehyem. Muni amoka sa asem no. Enti no image no echi abrantie na police for betwe abrantie no ekoye. Na Oliver Bekan sa asem no na ode sobobo police for say police for try some beku no with sa abrantie no. Now, asem na kwa kopie mu e wo court enem say Oliver SU police for torture. Now, the report coming from the 4th Estate address, the police for admit to say, yes, they planted a stranger. Ewa Oliver Baka cell nimu. Na they intia wamo planted stranger no and say, na police for yes sir, so that the stranger will give them information. What you say? Ebia ne bakono
Melodies TV on YouTube.
One no was sell. Na afei, one ne be ya damfo. Na we di bone bia o ka tre no was sell ho na. Na nipa ko no ye informant na wakwa nti police for air admit say yes sa stranger na Oliver Eka say bread na sekan shemu a no wodi bekun Oliver e was sell ho no. Police for say indeed they planted that stranger, but the police are claiming say nipa ko no wamba say wo baba bekun Oliver. Now let's go and read the story and hear what it will say on that incident, and let's try to make some sense out of it. Or see, the Ghana Police Service has admitted planting a stranger in the cells of Fix the Country convener Oliver Baka Vomewo when he was arrested and detained in the Sherman police cells. Also, the police said this formed part of its standard protocol of extracting information from cell inmates according to court documents available to the 4th Estate. Also, to gather information on cell remands, informants, and sometimes planted let me take it again. Also, to gather information on cell remands, informants are sometimes planted in the cells. The informant was not placed in the cell to harm the applicant. That's what the police said. Also, the police's admission was contained in a response to a lawsuit filed by Baka Vomewo alleging torture and abuse of his rights during his arrest and detention earlier this year. In the lawsuit filed on June 30th, 2022, Baka Vomewo alleged that shortly after his arrest at the Kotoka International Airport, he was whisked away from the police's view to a private office where 3 armed men asked him whether he was the one calling himself Osajifo and then proceeded to administer some slaps to my cheeks, some slaps to my cheeks, punches to my stomach, and pushed me to the ground, stepped on me with their boots and spat on me. Baka Vomewo also alleged in the suit that when he attempted to use his phone while in detention at the said private office at the Kotoka International Airport, the 3 armed men wrestled my phone out of my hands and continued to kick me even more. The kicks got even severe. I suddenly dropped from my chair and I assumed a fetal position
Melodies
in an
TV
attempt
on
to
YouTube.
block further oncoming kicks and hits. Also, the lawsuit, which named the Inspector General of Police and the Attorney General as defendants, further alleged that the unidentified officers who arrested Mr. Baka Vomewo used provocative invectives, including ethnic epithets, and threatened to assault him without leaving traces of bruise. Enti asem ne tenten ni tietie mu a ene se Oliver Barker SU police for torture. Or see police for na yakayaka de. Na wo hwe court nsɛm a ana court document a Oliver appear or trese embra police for chin wo Kotoka International Airport no police for miensa a no mu create you omo hwehwi nani so ebobo no blows ehye ni blows emanitor form etietia ne so etutu ntosi ogu ne so ewo form Kotoka International Airport for now oyenya de omo chin fresh no yenya de say wo twi ni phone na ebia wa frɛ de nebusuafo abomo amane say de atu nini hwana ye bo no gye ne phone ni free ni nsem nti Oliver sue IGP wasanso sue Attorney General say boni a wo mo edi no no ati ase asɛm a Oliver ode akwakodan court no and now let's go to the main issue. Was a planted cellmate. Was a Bakavuomewo claimed in the lawsuit that a muscular and heavy-built man was brought into the cells who was being kept on Sunday, February 13th, 2022. And when the cell's leaders asked what he was being detained for, he said he was an importer who had been arrested for issuing a dude check. Not long after, he said the commander of the Ashaman police station brought the said inmate an exceptionally heavy loaf of bread, which contained pen knife and a mobile phone. Also, the police admitted that a cell phone was found after Mr. Bakavuomewo instigated the cellmates to break the bread, but denied that it contained
Melodies
a pen
TV
knife.
on YouTube.
Also, it is untrue that there was a hidden pen knife in the loaf of bread given to the informant. The police affidavit in opposition said. In the police for claim say indeed one more and one more day a year informant no senior Oliver allege ya worker said that nipa ko ye de na ba se won ba meku mi no police for say and amonom de nipa kro no but senior na Oliver aka say pan no a ye de man nipa kro no na sekan ehyemu no police for say dabi Oliver atwantro na pan no na sekan bia enhyem or say while Oliver Bakavuomewo alleged that the planted cellmate was on a mission to harm him, the police said that was untrue. The police also denied the claims by Bakavuomewo that he was tortured. The police only denied say Wamwambo Oliver Baka, right? Or see, the respondent, Ghana Police Service, states that while the applicant was at the VVIP lounge, he was handled in a professional manner until he was handed over to the police. Inti police won say senior Oliver Eka se Kotoka International Airport ye born ni so edi na tem che say emso Oliver wo ya igbeni inti ye de no kra di na tem musi ye di na tem ye de bibia wo free edi na tem police was say ansem Oliver aka nia ye ntro omo police for no they dealt with him in a professional manner omo anche na anye ne boni bia. Now these are the reliefs that Oliver will seek. I say Mr. Vuomewo spent 34 days in detention. Despite a legal action against his unlawful detention, he wants the court to declare that by bringing me to the Ashaman District Magistrate Court, when they knew that a district magistrate court does not have the jurisdiction to consider the question of my personal liberty, the respondents, their agents, officials
Melodies
or assigns,
TV on
or
YouTube.
men have violated my right to administrative justice and to personal liberty. Now, almost say court na yedi Oliver Koye na court na nya court a ombetumi ama Oliver ombetumi grant no bail police for ninim na so mo sheda de Oliver course a court no to say esanse police ninim sa a wo de Oliver course a court na to say police for na adwe afa adwemopo say wo mo bema Oliver ne sebe wadem inti no say sa de na police for na ya wo mo ma ne dey mu for 34 days e deny ne bail no police for na etia embra inti embra na ni police for no endi. Also, he also said the decision of the said court to commit him to remand and police custody while declining jurisdiction of the case violated his rights to legal protection. Now, yedi Oliver echo court for nenso no. Court no amma Oliver bail because court nenso decline jurisdiction of the case. Say case no court no say only jurisdiction over the case. Now so now Oliver the now could do sa court anymore. Or say he also wants the court to declare as violation of his rights and personal liberty the assault, violence, threats of harm, threats of death, harassment, and slaps administered to him by the police during his detention. It was a police for boa womo bono no and bra any police for no endi. I said the lawsuit comes as Mr. Vomewo is facing trial for treason felony at an Accra High Court. He was charged following the arrest for which he has sued the police. So this is the story. It's here for Montreal Mwadwin or comment box nemo.